Consequently, the typical tendency in post-Kantian theological paradigms since Hegel is to seek to find God above all or exclusively in history, rather than as one who is understood metaphysically as transcendent of it. This idea is typically applied Christologically. It is principally or exclusively in virtue of God's human existence among us that we may come to know Him. What God is immanently as Trinity, then, is manifest above all in the economic life of God among us. In the unfolding event of God's human life among us, however, it is also often thought to be the case that God realizes or explores something new in His own inner immanent life as Trinity. The human form of Christ, His life, suffering, and death, manifests, and in a sense enacts, what is present ontologically in the Trinitarian relations themselves. God is potentially identical with and in part defined by or enriched by His historical act of self-giving love, which is expressed in the Incarnation and the suffering of the crucifixion. Therefore, the human actions and sufferings of God, what the Son experiences as human, indicate the relations of action and receptivity that exist among the persons of the Trinity. The mutual self-giving of the persons in God is the eternal precondition for God's actions of incarnation and suffering, even as the latter events themselves may give rise to new states within God. How, then, does this manner of thinking approach the specific mystery of the Incarnation and that of Christ's human life among us? We might speak of the dominant paradigm for thinking about the Incarnation in this regard as one of inverted monophysitism. Here, the term monophysitism is used in an analogous sense to the way it is employed in the study of patristic theology. Classically, the title of monophysitism is given to those forms of thought that insisted on one nature after the union of God and man, such that there subsists in the incarnate Word only one nature, which is divine. According to this ancient theory, the divine nature assimilates the human in virtue of the hypostatic union, the superior assimilating the inferior. However, the idea was condemned as heretical by the Council of Chalcedon in 451, wherein the Church affirmed clearly that Christ is one person, the eternal Son, subsisting in two natures, so that He is truly God and truly human. More nuanced forms of monophysitism resurfaced in subsequent centuries with the affirmation that Christ has only one natural operation and only one natural will. The Church correspondingly stipulated at the Third Council of Constantinople, 680–81, that Christ has two natural operations and two natural wills, those pertaining to His divine nature and human nature, respectively. In the former, He is one with the Father and the Spirit, while in the latter, He is one in kind with the human race.